I've been making art my whole life. You know, the most recent painting I did is of Santa Claus shotgunning a beer. And Santa Claus is totally out of focus and the beer is in focus. My name is Ryan McGuffin. I'm a painter. I studied at and got my bachelor's from California Institute of the Arts. I actually decided not to go to school, and my parents applied to school for me, and I moved to Oakland, and they called me and they're like, we got you into Otis, which was the first school I went to, and I guess they got me quite a bit of funding, and they're like, it's paid for, you kind of have to go. So, in sort of a moment in which like I almost abandoned art, I sort of like got forced back into it, which like I'm so grateful for. The show Back to the Future is generally just a group show of painters who are invested in painting as a practice.
Overall, I think that the concept behind the show was to really assert painting as a viable critical medium and to present painters who were really aggressively exploring painting as a practice. My name is Tomas Mickiewicz Seidita. I did a year at San Francisco Art Institute. I actually stopped painting for a little while I was at Cal Arts, particularly in my last year. I was doing all of this, I've always done political work, but I found that painting became very difficult for handling political work, and so I stopped. I had this little spark after the Arizona incident, and one of the people that I did these portraits, and one of the people that I painted is Jared Lautner, who's the Arizona shooter. And that was sort of the genesis for those paintings. And the other two are Byron Williams, this guy who tried to shoot up a progressive organization called the Tides Foundation, and Andrew Joseph Stack, who flew a plane, like a Cessna, into an IRS building last year. I kind of am a young artist, so I think I could use plenty of advice myself, but for people who are still in school, I think that the important thing is when you get out, don't stop working. I mean, you need to be aware that there's like a break period. I stopped working for a while, but I think that the most important thing you can do when you get out of school is to work.
My name's John Kilduff. Went to Otis Art Institute at the time as an undergrad, and then I went to UCLA for my master's. My work hopefully fits in as would anyone's work would possibly fit in if anyone who paints would probably potentially fit in. There's just so many variables out there, and life experience is ultimately going to have a big part of it. And if you just persevere and stay with it, you'll find there'll be breakthroughs, but then there'll also be pitfalls. And you know, but if you can just keep going, and the name of the game is to just keep doing it.
Thank you so much. Thank you for these DJs in the back. Shaking some ass.